Tengen Hashira training profile portrait of him. Thought it looked pretty slick. I'm on the landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So because we can only see one eye, it kind of makes things a bit easier at first. So it's like a simpler pose. If you don't like doing like a character with two eyes and getting the eyes even, if you find the character sort of in profile, sometimes it can be easier depending on how well practiced you are in it, right? So head is like slightly over to the right, shoulder comes down this way, and he's like looking over the shoulder over here. So just to orient ourselves, we'll go with the nose first. Curving down that way. A little sort of L shape, and then the nose bends in that way. And in Demon Slayer, they like to add a shadow just here. They make that thicker. And then the nostril there. Sometimes you could see hatching on the nose, but not in this one actually. This just bends up then, like that. His eye, pretty much right across from this gap here, this little bend, you're going to start his eye, right? So you're going to go for his top eyelid, right? So starting to curve here, pretty much right across from that. And then it curves up, down. They do a little tear duct in here. And then a little tear duct line there. And then it comes around the bottom. Into there. It's our shape, right? It's kind of like a skinny lemon or grain of rice or something. Now we just got to make his eyelid lines thicker and darker, right? So they like to add a little spike at the front and a little spike at the back, going up here, and then it comes across the top, joins the front. Then you color that black, like so. And then they will add like extra hairlines, kind of eyelash lines just coming off, like that sort of stuff. His iris, just pink, just in here. Kind of looking down at everyone. And then they do like some light sort of hatching on top there. Just a little extra touch. And there's a line around there. And then an eyelid line here. It's kind of broken, sort of. It's not like a continuous eyelid line. It's kind of like that. And he has no eyebrows. So they just go like so. So we'll go down underneath the nose. Mouth just starts underneath, and we're in 3/4 pose, right? So we go in, up, and this side, like a little V here, just under the nose, on this angle. A little V, but then this side is longer, right? So we're gonna go back like that, right? We're stopping just like underneath his iris, sort of at the back here with a little dimple there. And sometimes they like to put extra weight underneath his lip there. And then they have that little diamond shadow underneath the bottom lip. The Demon Slayer thing. And then his chin, just around here. So his jaw will go underneath his hair, just on this side. And on this side, we go in a bit first, right? So it curves in and then goes out and around the nose. Not like underneath. So it goes like out and then underneath here. That's because we're in what's called 3/4. So you can see like a little bit of his cheek and then the jaw there. So big fringe coming down, and he's got that mask thing. So say like the top of the headband for the mask. Here. This side. Right, and then lines like so. And then his hairline, so we got like a little V here. And then there's like little spikes that come down this way. And then his fringe comes out down behind his nose. And they'll put a shadow in here. And then we have hairlines. There's another spike here. And lots of hair spikes hanging down over his face. Real close to his eye there. So the top of it comes out from the middle here, bumps its way down. Like so. There's 3 spikes, it looks like. 1. I think we can see some of his jaw there in the gap. Texture lines on the hair, very important. And texture lines in here as well. Right, and then we can see like a little bit of a jawline here. And then his ear coming out this way. And he's got like 2 gold piercings. Just on his earlobe. And then ear lines inside. This kind of stuff. Fringe then, fringe spikes on the other side, similar to this, just hanging down. So we go down here. Right, and then hair coming down. Around this side as well. Right. There's more hair at the back, right? So it's all about the hair really with this guy. So let's try and do this. So we just take our time kind of coming down this way. Just like all bumps and textures and hair coming down the back of his head. He's easier to draw in the other form. Right. Okay, and then this goes down over his shoulder and then comes back this way. And then it looks like there's like a bit of a gap in his hair. It's right here somewhere. And his hair goes down this way. It all sort of hangs down behind his ear. Another one. And then hanging down behind his neck, right? So his neck sort of comes down this way. We got like his Adam's apple there. And then they do a black shadow in here. Like a line going that way. And then a neck muscle line just there. And then his kimono, the white part just there. And then the other side coming down that way. And more hair here. Lots of hair. I wouldn't have guessed the hardest part was the hair. I should have known looking at it. It's pretty tricky now. Okay, and then there's his blue kimono and the red going that way underneath his hair, sort of there. So that's that. So there's like a shoulder line here and then going that way. he's got that stick, sword. Here, it's like it's a bamboo thing, so it's got like 2 parts there, and then like all these textures on them. Oh yeah, and this headband thing comes around on top of his ear. And then the white part of his training sword goes up this way. And shoulder goes off that way. Clothing lines there, and then hair spike. There. Right, and then just tidy up some stuff. Sometimes Demon Slayer like to add like thicker lines, like in random sort of places, you know. But of course, very optional step. Some texture on the hair up here as well. But I think that'll do. Hashira training Tengen Uzui. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.